So my name is Eric. I represent the San Antonio Food Bank in the Mobile Pantry Program. Just a little bit about the Mobile Pantry Program. It started in 2009 with just one truck, and the whole point of it was to go out to rural counties where we have a gap and actually access those agencies who couldn't otherwise use perishable items for whatever reason, whether it be they don't have a cooler or freezer to store those at the proper temperatures, or they just don't have the funds to be able to take care of the amount of people that need to in that service area. So we're able to load about 10,000 pounds in that truck, and we kind of geared it towards about 200 families. It also provides the clients with the food supplements to their normal pantry time. So some pantries can only maybe give out to the clients once a month, and this kind of meets the supplement in between that time to get them through. We have since added 2 extra trucks. 2 of them are funded by Kraft, and 1 of them is funded by the Goldsberry with a dual purpose. The Goldsberry Foundation, just a little backstory on them. There's a brand of salsa called Pace Picante sauce, and they used to own that. It was based in San Antonio. They've since sold it, and all the proceeds that they got, they go and fund different programs that benefit the community. And one of those programs is the pilot program we have called Growing Healthy Children, which is the truck that they fund. The program is geared towards kind of changing the eating habits and the way that children view fruits and vegetables, make it more fun and make it something that they would look forward to. And in hopes that in the long term, or the long run, that will reduce the obesity levels, the high blood pressure, diabetes, just all these health issues that come from a poor diet. So the program is 3 parts. The first part is we actually have nutritionists on staff who go into the schools. Maria is one of our nutritionists, came along, and they'll educate the students on how vegetables and fruit, for that matter, how they affect your body, what's better for you between the 2. They'll do live cooking demos. One of the students came up to me during our distribution and was telling me how they made parfaits out of yogurt, and they got to pick their favorite frozen fruits and granola, and they just had a lot of fun with it. The second part is gardening education. We actually have farmers on staff at the San Antonio Food Bank who go in, and if area permits in the school, they actually build like a 20 by 20 garden and educate the students on soil composition, compost, insects, diseases, anything that could affect a crop. And the gardening actually serves as a dual purpose because it's a good way to, it's a fitness activity, a good way to get out there and get active and be active, and it's fun and entertaining. And then where I come in with the mobile pantry, we actually provide about 7 to 8 items of product, whether it be cabbage or bananas, anything that's fruit or vegetables only, and introduce that into the community. And along with that, we also have recipes that we team up with nutrition department and show them fun ways to use. I heard somebody earlier saying, what am I going to do with a head of cabbage? I don't really know what to do with it. Well, we hand out recipes that shows them how to do it, what to use it for and with. Plus, the students, they learn from the nutrition department on how to use the different products and make different recipes and just really have fun and make it fun and entertaining. So the school districts, we found that the schools, are the best way to give out to the community because it's the center point of the community. Right now, we have 6 school districts in San Antonio that we partner with for this, and one of those districts is Canupp, which is a pretty well-known school district charter program. All the ones that have asterisks are school districts that were chosen by the Goldsberry Foundation. The ones without asterisks, we were also actually given the opportunity to pick our own school districts. The way we were able to do that was through hunger study surveys. We were able to find the food deserts in the city and find out what school kind of centered in that food desert. And we're able to partner with those schools and use those as points to give out the produce. So the school eligibility, it's got to have at least 80% free or reduced lunch. And in addition to that, when we do go to the school to hand out, the school advertises to those families who are on the free or reduced lunch plan, so that we can make sure that we're gearing what we're giving out to those who actually need it, and not necessarily the whole school itself. The donations, they come from several sources. One is a choice system, which is like an online bidding for donations that come in through I can't remember exactly. I guess it's with the Texas. Do y'all do the choice system? No.
Oh.
Yeah. Who puts that on?
Feeding America.
Feeding America?
I believe it's Feeding America.
I think you're right. Texas Food Bank Network, through Austin or Capital Group, sometimes they may not have enough freezer or cooler space to store items, so they'll donate that to our food banks or shoot out to other food banks. The biggest suppliers, really local growers, packers, and shippers in the area. Hondo, which is just a stone's throw away from San Antonio. They have places like Jack's Produce that will actually donate stuff to us. And then we also have staff that will go out and find different donors who would be willing to donate stuff, such as Walmart, H-E-B, and Target. And then our own San Antonio City produce terminals, they'll donate a lot of the extra stuff that comes in. So this just kind of shows, we started this program in 2012, and this shows the numbers that we've been doing. In 2012, from January to May, which is just the school year, we went up one school, and we were able to increase the outreach that we have. The poundage is one thing that I found very interesting. It looks like we're giving out less food, but in reality, as summer crops come, summer crops weigh less than winter crops, such as a head of lettuce compared to a bag of potatoes. So that's one thing that I found kind of interesting. And you can see the progress that we've made. And then so far for this year, the school year, we started in September. We had a couple of schools that weren't quite ready to come on board, but since last month, or up till last month, we were able to add on several more schools. And you can see the poundage kind of stays within that 80,000 pound range. And you can see the number of families that we've been getting out to, and just really making a difference where we can. So this is the benefits of Growing Healthy Children program. It provides the community with a free and healthy alternative to otherwise unhealthy diet. So taking advantage of what the nutrition department's doing in the schools, and just changing the way that the community eats, hoping that it starts with the children and works its way up. And it has touched one life, I know for sure. Some of these distributions happen in the afternoon, and I had a mother that come through with her child, and she stopped at McDonald's to get a snack, and she told me that she felt kind of guilty a little bit because her son wouldn't let her get a big dollar soda and a cheeseburger. He wanted her to get a parfait and just ask for a glass of water. And so, I mean, it's already making a difference right there. If one person gets changed, it's worth it. Opportunity for volunteers to give back to the community. I mean, how many of us have received or been beneficiary of something that happens in the community? And even in this case, there's been people who just come and just say, hey, how can I give back? How can I come out and help? So it's really awesome to get the community involved in helping change the community. As the keynote speaker said, the best way to really know how to change it or to be a part of it is to live in it. And so to have the community come out, it's awesome. And then the health benefits, we're hoping to change the way people eat, to change obesity and diabetes. And it also promotes the social services and our nutrition department. We have client services that come out and try to help out the people online, hook them up with, I'm not supposed to say hook them up, that's not professional. Let them take advantage. Let them take advantage of just the government benefits that are out there, SNAP program, and just anything else they could find with. And then the nutrition education, we do have the nutrition department that comes out and helps us too, and gives out free snacks and stuff and little recipes on how they made the snack. And so for the future of Growing Healthy Children, for the San Antonio Food Bank ourselves, we're hoping to reach new schools through local through fundings that we're trying to give, we're trying to reach out to other local schools in our area. And as we get more educated on these food deserts and where they actually are, maybe we can actually reach out past just the San Antonio's city limits and get out to more of the rural counties that could also use it. And then Goldsberry themselves, they're actually looking to expand the program on a national level. So there's a possibility that this could spread out to other food banks and pantries. And that's all I have.
We're going to show your video.
Oh, yeah.
for our kids in our area. The only hot meal.
Yep. So, KSAT 12, which is a local, let me see if I can use it one more time. Ain't gonna happen. KSAT 12 is a local news crew in San Antonio, and they came out to one of our distributions. I believe it was for Kip Aspire through the charter school, and they just filmed what was going on. We had an awesome turnout that day, and just a lot of people just got educated on nutrition, got educated on government benefits, and got educated on how to just make a difference in your lifestyle and your dietary, and introducing fruits and vegetables, and we're able to just change the way that people thought of stuff like that. So, and that's all I have. I don't know who's next.